Hi, this is Anita from Reluctant Low Carb Life. If you've been listening to me for quite a while, you know that I'm passionate about a few things. One is that I believe very much in fresh foods, not in ultra-processed foods or fast foods. Also in eating foods that help give you satiety or make you feel full longer, which is usually real foods like fruits and vegetables and, just overall real healthy foods. And the last is fitness. Today I want to talk a little bit about fast foods and explore a little bit about the truth of fast foods so you understand kind of like the allure of fast foods. We're all there. We all have some of our favorite fast food restaurants. Especially if you live in a place like the United States or the UK or Australia or a Western country, I guarantee that you probably have a few fast food places that you like and you have frequented. McDonald's as a fast food restaurant is a huge success story. McDonald's just continues to be successful. I was seeing something the other day on the TV where they're talking about bringing back the $5 meals. And, McDonald's is popular. When you go to airports, like you go to an airport like Chicago, you can always see there's a line there for McDonald's. There's a McDonald's when you get out of immigration or, for the customs from overseas flights. There's a McDonald's in a lot of in every single terminal, and usually the McDonald's has a line. People are lining up to go to the McDonald's restaurants there. A fast food place like McDonald's is very, very popular, and that's why even now in the United States, when you drive through a McDonald's, they don't have just one drive-through place. They have two or three. So that they can be taking orders all at the same time. And sometimes the cars are lined up there, all waiting to get their meal. So I understand that fast food is popular. And we don't advocate and say never eat fast food. What we basically say is don't make it your main food. And also, make sure that you understand the pitfalls of fast food, that you understand what you're getting into when you eat fast foods. Fast foods, basically, it can have a decent, source of protein, yes. Like a McDonald's hamburger has protein in it. Chick-fil-A chicken, burger has protein in it. But at the same time, it's all of the other things that go into it, all the other chemicals that are put in there. It's all of the other things, the breads, that make it become an ultra-processed food. So even though there can be some so-called healthy things in there, you can get a hamburger with a tomato on it and a lettuce on it, which is healthy, which is healthy to eat. But at the same time, it's all the other things that go on there, which makes sure that it is not a healthy option. Also, too, there's a lot of fat in it. So it's just, eating McDonald's every single day is not a healthy or a good option. Take, for example, chicken nuggets. Yes, there's chicken in the nuggets. They're made out of real chicken, but it's all of the breading that's on the chicken. It's the way it's fried. It's the way it's cooked. It's all the other preservatives. And then you add the dipping sauce on it, which has lots of ingredients, which are preservatives and chemicals. That makes it an ultra-processed meal. So you need to understand that, fast food, that even though it's, you can maybe justify and say this is healthy, it is not a healthy option, generally speaking. I'm not saying don't ever eat fast food ever in your life, because, that's probably not realistic for most people who live, in this world, that, you're sometimes you're going to be eating a bit of fast food. Just don't make it the main part of your life every single day, or find some that are better options. I'm actually quite a fan of Subway's, and I like the Subway's has a protein bowl, which you basically, get all the, the vegetables and other things in the protein bowl, which I consider that quite healthy for a fast food option. There's an unexpected side effect of fast food that I want to talk about, and it's a psychological effect. You need to understand that all of these fast food companies and these ultra-processed food companies, they are not just selling you food because they want to see you become more healthy. That is not their role. Their main job is for them to look at their shareholders and to say, our job is to sell, as much as we can so we can earn as much profit as we can. They are not beholden to you or to your health. They are beholden to their shareholders. That's the first thing you need to understand about fast foods. So if you understand that about eating fast food, that is extremely important, because when you go into a fast food restaurant, everything in that restaurant is set up to make you want to order more. Whether it's the special deals they're offering, whether it's the way the food is photographed, whether it's a certain special, whatever it is, they are set up to make you want to spend and eat more. It's not set up to say, like, how do I help you become more healthy? How do I give you a more healthy option? That is not what it's about. That is not their role. Their role is to sell you more food. So from the very beginning, you need to understand that they do not have your health in mind. This is not about them saying, we're going to make you more healthy. In fact, this is about them saying, how do we sell more? How do we make more money so that we can be able to give money back to our shareholders? That's the number one thing. So they spend a lot of time and have a lot of experts, these multi-processed food companies and these fast food companies, psychologist boards testing all of this, where they will test and say, what is the best food, or what's the best combination, or what's the thing that sort of triggers people and gets people to want to be able to eat this or buy more of this or have more of this? Well, you will order the large instead of the small. You will order extra this. You will buy this in combination with this food. They have that all psychologically down. So really, there's a psychological and emotional effect when you're eating fast foods that a lot of people don't understand. And, some of the emotional or psychological effect can be things even from your childhood. They can be great memories. They can be, you can enjoy it because of a certain reason. We all do this. We go past a place and it's like, oh, I'm going to go here because this has a good memory for me. So you need to understand, number one, that there's a psychological and emotional effect whenever you're eating fast foods that you may not even understand is triggering into you. And it might be the reason why you only went in to order something which you thought was healthy, but at the end of the day, you walk out and you order something which was completely unhealthy. You weren't thinking of getting that, that mint shake, but suddenly, at the end, by the time you got up to the counter and you saw they have a special on this mint shake and it's only going to be, for the next, month or so, I better get that and try it. That is the psychological effect of the fast foods. We are great believers, in, as we've talked about, being able to really understand, the psychology behind the foods that you eat. And if you can understand that when you go in there to these restaurants, maybe it will stop you from buying the milkshake or something else, because you'll understand this is psychologically being played on you. That's why at Reluctant Low Carb Life, we believe in this, as I've talked about before, the trifecta of health, which is basically about, eating foods that are fresh, eating foods that help you feel full, and eating foods and having fitness as part of your life. If you're on the road today and you need to eat, find those choices or find those options where you can have more healthy options. Today, there are places that are doing things like salads. I'm a great fan of another place, that's sort of a fast food place, a soup and salad place, Zupa's. They got some great salads there. Panera's, you can find some good salads too. Like I've mentioned before, like Subway. So, find some of maybe the better options and better choices for you. And then go there with those better options and choices in those places. You can, explore. There are some fast food places now that are trying to give some better choices and options. So if you really need to go out and eat in fast food, find and explore those places. We have written a blog on this called The Truth About Fast Food, A Lifestyle Revealed. We're going to put a link in the description in case you're interested in learning more about this. And we'd like to invite you to join with us on this journey of this trifecta of health, of eating fresh foods, foods that help you feel full, and by making fitness as part of your life.